We're good. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Well, if I've ever lied before. Hello, everybody. It's Maniac for Toys, aka Maniac for Bricks More. I still have no idea how the integration on this channel is going to work. And I'm here with NERF and some Lego from Facebook Marketplace. I think one or two things from eBay and from Target. A couple stuff picked up more than a week ago that I just didn't film yet. I thought it'd be fun to show here. I've been trying to gather a couple more things for future videos that I want to experiment with, and some fun stuff. Some things I just found, hey, that's a fun idea. Work that in to sometime later. First thing, from NERF, from eBay. I'm still on a camera hunt, finding every recording camera, video, or photo that is NERF branded, and trying to make a big video for those. There's like 2 or 3 exceptions to it, at least for right now, mostly because they're streaming more than they're recording, and they're high-end. Like, kind of hard to find things, and also just ridiculously expensive. So I'm going to hold off on those for like a part 2 if that ever happens. But for the most of it, it'll be here. And this one is the NERF Cam ECS12. It holds, I think, 8 AA batteries, more than your standard NERF blaster. But it's a rapid-fire blaster. It takes clips, just like all the other ones do. And it has a camera built into it. So theoretically, right here would be where the camera lens is pointing out. So it's right over the barrel of the blaster. I've not really tested the video itself yet, but from what I've heard on reviews, it's not really that good for audio or video, especially because the audio is so close to the frame of the blaster. You're hearing a lot of the motor whirring than anything surrounding it. That part may not be a concern to me, because if I do use it for something, I'll probably just mute the audio and replace it with something else, like music or narration. So that might not be a bad thing, as long as the video is okay. Some cameras can go up to 720p. I don't think they've made a 1080p that's NERF branded at the moment. I could be wrong, but there's that. It's a good one. One of several things from the marketplace. It was in a big lot of other stuff you'll probably see throughout the video. Big Bad Bow. This was not exactly the reason why I went for the lot. There were a couple other things that I picked up through it. Mostly the Magnum Super Drum. I forgot to bring that one out here, but that one is like the kicker. That's why I went for the lot. And I think 1 or 2 other blasters basically justified the cost, and then there was a bunch of other stuff. Interesting bow. Pulls back like this, and then it fires through a trigger. Unfortunately, the arrows are not really in good shape. I might have to just get new arrows or build a replacement or something like that. You can see that one didn't even have any fins on it. There was a second arrow. I don't know exactly where it went, but I do have other ones with other bow and arrows that I could use in replacement. Remind me to upload a video about 2 NERF bow and arrow sets being reviewed and compared, because I had footage for it a while ago, and then I don't have any one of those anymore, and might have to include this. So anyway, work that out later. These are some of the other things in the first Facebook Marketplace lot that kind of cheap. Don't really know what to do with them right now. This one has a sword that can like fold up and make sounds on it, but I think the batteries are dead. Now we move on to bag numero uno of another Facebook Marketplace listing. This one actually has a bow that I already own, but it's good at least to get new arrows. Some of the arrows I already had, like I mentioned, don't have the fins on them or kind of bent. This one in the front is kind of bent just from being stuck in here. But this one's nifty, useful for bow and arrow. I forget the name on this one, but one of the more recent ones, and the one I have is missing a string, so it might actually perform better than when I did my testing. I wish I had the original bow and arrow like I did in that video footage in order to compare properly with these other ones. I don't know. Another Recon CS6. Complete. Whole thing there. Might still even have the batteries in here. I'm going to have to look at that later, because the trigger's kind of stuck. Anywho, not enough of these, but it's always good to have more of the barrel extensions for other modifications. The base blaster itself, not really sure. This could be another kind for the loaner bin, because I have a bunch I've used for that, but I'll test things out, make sure it works and everything. And yeah, that was a classic for me. I played with NERF quite a bit before End Strike came a thing, but that and the original long shot, when I started getting back into it, you know, when I started hyping up, was pretty cool for me and my brother back then. A Fire Strike. And I don't, oh, yep, the light does work on this one. Actually pretty easy to prime. I haven't used one of these, but I've used so many similar ones to this. But this is nice and compact. Might actually be useful. I might actually upgrade the spring for that one. I have another one, that's Swiss Shot EX3, I believe it's called. That's similar performance. It's one of the ones used from the NERF Wii games. And I upgraded the spring on that one, but eventually I'll try to do that for this guy. This is cool. Ooh, I'm gonna have to let a certain somebody know about this one. I forgot this was even in here as a green and gray variant, because that one not as easy to find. I've found plenty others in other colors. This color I haven't found before, and I didn't even realize it was it was in the lot. It wasn't one of the things I was looking for. Not unlike this boy, the NERF End Strike Hailfire. This was one of the main reasons why I went to the Facebook lot. Flywheel has several mounts underneath for different, clips. You could theoretically put larger ones on here, but it does affect the weight of how it shifts from one to the next. So you probably don't want to weigh it too much. You could probably use something a little more like, maybe like a 10. I'm going to experiment with this one and see how that goes. But it's one I've always wanted. I got it at one point when it was on discount at Toys R Us. And before I got to open it out of the package, around $25, I traded it away for another blaster or Lego or something like that. So it's nice to see it back. Sweet. This was already a good find. I'll put these away. This side. And nail biter, second one. Yep, works just like the original that I had, and pretty nifty. I think it's a pretty cool blaster. I haven't done anything for reviewing or modding it or anything like that, but I like the way it feels, and I will say it has a learning curve to it, but when you get to that, it's really neat. Having a one-handed blastable thing. If you see this and the Ruckus and you think, oh, they're pretty much the same thing, yes and no. Ruckus has a top prime, and I feel that's much harder to move back and forth than this one, and more, even if they're at the same price, this is much more resourceful, in my opinion. It holds the same number of rounds, but it's way more comfortable and way less cumbersome. Bag number 2. As if we haven't talked about enough of them already. It's going to be hard to fit them all in one frame, and probably won't. Whole bunch of clips. These are 18 mags. with, I guess, their own stickers on them. I don't think I've seen ones that say 18 max on them before, which is useful. Good to look at a glance. There's a whole bunch of accessories in here, really. There's this foregrip that can pop off and become a stand, like a bipod. So that could be useful for a number of blasters. There's a Stampede shield in here. It's kind of buried. A couple secret strikes. So I have like now 3 of them. There are 2 in here. I think this is a Mission Ops kit light. I could be wrong about that. Doesn't have a working battery right now, but I could always replace that. On any of these, I could replace them. Couple reflexes. I think there's 2, possibly 3 in here. It's a boatload of little stuff in this this particular box. I saw 2 jolts in here. Yeah, 2 jolts. There was another one of the fire strikes. Oh, 3 jolts. Okay. There's a barricade buried underneath them. Nothing wrong with that. Can't have enough of a barricade. That one was one of my first experiences with flywheel, at least with battery operated flywheel, not just like the gyro strike where you have to hand pump it. Oh, gyro strike. I don't miss you at all, but I kind of want you back just so I can mock you. It's out there somewhere. And probably because there's no other listings for it, it's highly expensive. But it's not one practical. Alright, we got a Retaliator with a different stock. I don't think that's even a Retaliator stock to it. So might have been with the barricade or stockade or something like that, if I remember correctly. But not one I've had before. It's a new shape for me. Is that? Yeah, that works fine. Another barrel. Barrel break. I think it's the second one I have now in the Sonic Green. Third that I have overall, because the original one I have in yellow. And I still have the box. Not in great shape, but it's still there. At minimum, if I want to use this for stuff, this is easy. The 8-round clip. I'll slap it on anything. You guys are going to get a kick out of these. Deploys. None of them are original colors. They're all either Sonic Green or Clear Series. They work fine. I don't think I've really had any problems with them. It's just learning how they work for that fancy pants function. Wait. There's a button, isn't there? There we go. Yep, exactly. Having that function work and then using it as a blaster. Let's see. There should be a way to take this out of here. Right? Oh, yep. There it is. Button on the bottom, I guess. Yeah, it's goofy. It's not terrible. I don't have much to say for it right now since I'm still breaking it in. But 2 of them, no problemo. With all the things that are in the Nerf lots that I find through Facebook Marketplace, it's basically paying for 1 or 2 blasters at nearly full retail, and then the rest of them for free. Like dozens of blasters that make it worth the while. The Maverick. We're not done with you yet. I have all of the official Mavericks. I have a few of the knockoffs. I don't have the Carl's revolver from The Walking Dead, although I am still looking into that one. It keeps disappearing off of the usual websites. What a Sonic Green one. A second one. So I could probably do something else with it. Maybe I'll do more modding. One of my policies is that if I want to modify a blaster, I want to be sure that I have access to or already own an original copy of it, like a duplicate, so that if anything goes wrong, I still have the first one to go back on. I can also use them side by side as a comparison, and if I do more modifying like paint work or, you know, shell work, then I still know what the original one was like and feel that difference as well. Sweet, more green, more neon green. I have a whole bin at this point of neon green at this point from different series, which are kind of cool. Green is my favorite color after all, so I'm totally not biased towards green. Even like the green blaster I saw earlier, I didn't even know it was in there. All right, moving things on. We have a couple things from the big red circle, Target. I went to this Target because I was trying to exchange a Super Mario Maker 2 game that wasn't working properly on my Switch. And that's a whole story for another video, but either way, while I waltzed through there, I found this bad boy, the D-Dart. I didn't even know these were in stores. I thought they were only available through the website and Target.com. But hey, pretty sweet. I also like they actually have a cutout in the box, so you get a feel for it in the grip. Like, hey, this is what it's like to blast with it. That's pretty sweet. Obviously, no buttons or no batteries in it to actually fire anything. I don't know how the dart quality is going to be on these. These are kind of like your generic suction darts. Probably not going to last too long, but I'd replace them either way. And yeah, I got one for me, two for a friend of mine. So we'll be able to use those sometime later. If I can get 2 of these, I'd be happy. Because the store only had 3. I'll see if they have more later, restocking them. And then we've also got Mega AccuStrike. Never got enough of these things. At least until the NF Strike ones come in. I ordered those. They've been on vacation because of New Year's, and I get they're going to take some time to ship, but I still have more ammo to work with. Mega AccuStrike is the definitive way to use Mega until the AccuFakes come in from NF Strike, but I like these. And what's surprising is they didn't even have a tag on them in the shelf, so the cashier just marked them down to $3 for 10 darts, which is pretty good. A good ratio. Maybe not the greatest, but compared to what they were before, and compared to what the Mega regular darts are like, that's not bad for what I'm looking for. I do have dozens of other packs of these I want to use with other blasters. It's been a weird thing. I've been into Mega lately, trying to get a good Mega blaster going. If I haven't already shown it yet, I'm trying to work on a Talon and Big Shock review and comparison, so stay tuned for that. Long time ago, I recorded a Megalodon review and never uploaded it. I should probably do that too. A lot of video stuff. I've just been trying to enjoy life, so sue me. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yep, well, one of the other bags also had another D-Dart, as I mentioned. 2 other ones I picked up that are for a friend. Don't really need to mention them here because they're not part of my collection. But these 2 fellas were in the top of the bags, and I will mention them. Going back to Lego stuff. So to wrap up the video, we just have 3 Lego things to talk about. 2 more Lego Star Wars plushies. I've already picked up a Rey, Stormtrooper, and Darth Vader. These were pretty much the last 2 that are currently running that I needed. There's Chewbacca and Yoda, if you couldn't tell. Some people were saying that this kind of looked like Dobby, because it's such a strange, droopy face. And Chewbacca, I've looked through multiple Targets. I've seen Chewbacca. There is no proper Chewbacca fur on any of the Lego Star Wars plushes. All of them have this rough bedhead look. You just kind of have to work with it. Maybe take a comb and actually touch it up. Eventually I'll do a video about Lego plush collection because I have a bunch, some old, some new. I actually got one not too long ago from Mercari for Batgirl. Don't have it here to show, but just wanted to verify that. So yeah, they're actually really fun to collect. I do like the styles of them. They are good quality for the stuffing themselves, the fronts of them, getting the right detail for the minifigs. The Star Wars ones lately have been hit or miss. Darth Vader is okay. Stormtrooper is okay. Rey could be a little better. And then there's these 2 kind of sitting bottom of the pack right now. I actually do have so many of them that I've collected from Lego Shop at Home, Target, and other places that I now have like a box dedicated to just Lego plushes, which is awesome. If I can find a proper shelf, I would love to put them up. And then, last but not least, something I've been dancing around on for a while. I've seen this on a couple other people's pages, and I thought, yeah, I'll give it a shot. It wasn't even that much. It was like $4 or $5 if I remember correctly. Wait. Oh, you didn't have to remember. There's a little thing called a receipt. Yeah, it was like $4. So, I thought I'd pick up this off-brand, not Lego, storage container from Bella Storage Solution. And on the side of it, it says it's a 2-pack, compatible with Lego brand bricks. Ages 4 and up. You can see there's a couple other bits of detail on there. I think most people find these through Target. And this is going to be saved for the future. I'm going to do more with Lego brand competitors, knockoffs, all that kind of stuff, other building block brands, sometime later on the main channel, and possibly once again for Oddtober. So, you'll probably see stuff before that, but just a little heads up. So, we got a lot to take care of. That's why I got the garage open to store away a lot of these blasters, some of the plushes, and I will resume some of them sometime later. I'm also going to rework some of the Lego backlog. It's kind of scattered from one shelf to shelf and table to shelf table and other side of the room, which needs work. If you want to see more Lego stuff, I did also post a haul not too long ago about what I got at the Lego store. Pretty much the same intro as this. I recorded right before this one, so no, go figure. And looking forward to building the hidden side sets. I still have to... clearly there are a lot of videos that I still need to do, but I'm trying to take my time with them, try not to be too stressed out by them, and I've been putting my priorities elsewhere, so that's why it hasn't been too much about it, even though I've still been thinking about it. The channel, yeah. So, thanks for watching. This is 23 minutes, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great weekend, everyone. And going to be a couple announcements coming real soon on the main channel. They're about NERF stuff, just because it's a better reach. But I will be attending both of the Penn State NERF events this year. The Invitational HVZ, which is in a few months, and the End War, that'll be later in the year. I'll let you know if there's any other NERF events I'll go to. I've been trying to work up some gear, comparing things, and working with my squad, so everything goes well. All right, talk to you later.